Uh,
Big ball, flat, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, flat.
Sports God TV broadcasting from DC. Like and subscribe if you really trying to see me. Oh, what a feeling talking sports like religion, no cap over here, man. It's all about business. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. And the Commanders got another W today, and for the third time this year, put up a 40-piece as they defeated the Tennessee Titans 42-19 to improve their record to 8-5 and 5-2 at the house, going into their long-awaited bye week that was needed after losing 3 in a row. Feels good to get back in the win column. Like I said, this is their third time putting up a 40-piece. They put up a 40-piece against Carolina. They put up a 40-piece versus Arizona. And they daggone they put a 40-piece up on Cincinnati with 38. Now, the Commanders, it seems, first of all, let me give respect to the Tennessee Titans, because like the Titans just came with a big win last week versus the Houston Texans, whom a lot consider a dangerous team. Last year obviously a playoff team, and this year they're leading their division, right? And Tennessee went up there and beat them peoples. Now Tennessee is 3-8, maybe 3-9 now, or whatever the case may be. But at the same token, their defense was respectable, at least top 5 in certain categories when it comes to defense, right? So they wasn't a pushover as far as that goes. Now, they are horrendous on offense, I must say. And, there be a lot of slack about, some of the teams that the Commanders beat early on in the season. Now that they are not 500 teams, is saying that the Commanders are taking advantage of certain teams. Okay, we played Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay won today, so I believe they're 6-6. But Tampa Bay beat the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions, the only loss that Detroit has had this year, right? The Bengals, they in every single game in shootouts. They was in another shootout today with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cardinals were leading the division today before the tough loss that they had to Minnesota. Baltimore took an L. Baltimore is second in their division. Chicago was 4-2 when we played them, but they have lost, I want to say 6 straight since then. So yeah, the Giants who the Giants. We lost to Pittsburgh by 1 point. We lost to Philly by 8, and we lost to Dallas. Now, this is what I expected us to do to Dallas last week, which was jump on them early, put your foot on their neck. And that's exactly how the Commanders came out today, jumping up on the Titans early and stayed on top of them. They just basically manhandled them from the beginning of the game. They were up 28-0 before you could blink. It was 21-0 real quick in the first quarter. First time they did that, I believe, since '96. To score 21 points in the first quarter, and and they just rolled. They rolled throughout the whole game. Jaden Daniels was spectacular. A total of 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdown passes, and then he ran for 1. Jaden looks like Jaden. I swear, it be seeming like sometimes they might hate me on my podcast, man. I said let JD5 be JD5, man. Because when he's being JD5, that's when he is, most effective, and that's what both of his attributes, his legs and his arm. Passing percentage was on point. They got Terry McLaurin involved early. First pass of the game went to Terry. Terry was moving around, not just solely on the left side of the field. He was on the right side of the field. He was on the right side of the field, dragging to the left side of the field. Vice versa. They did a nice thing as far as mixing it up. Jaden finished 25 for 30, only 206, 3 touchdowns. like I said, and he had an INT, which wasn't his fault. That was Ertz's fault, bobbling the ball, you know, stuff like that. But it was a big rushing day for the Commanders as they gained 267 yards on the ground. I mean, B-Rob, 16 carries, 103 yards for a touchdown. Broke a joint for 40 yards. Then you had Chris Rodriguez, who had got cut last week. And then since Eckler went out, he got re-signed, right? And he had 13 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown. Jaden Daniels, 9 for 34 and a touchdown. And McNichols had 6 carries for 32 yards. De'Ami Brown even threw in a 4-yard run. But overall, 45 carries, you know, to 30 pass attempts. Really balanced game. But when you see the run game going the way it was and the way they jumped out on Tennessee, then why not just keep, you know, utilizing the run game? And when they play that way, they are really difficult to beat. That means they're carrying the time of possession. That means they executing efficiently on offense. That means a whole lot. Let me just mention Terry McLaurin. He had 2 touchdowns, by the way. 8 catches for 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ertz got a touchdown today. But let me just say, Frankie Louvu, man. Frankie Louvu is a dog, man. I mean, it was the best signing, you know, other than getting the vet like Wagner. But when we talking impact right away, it's Frankie Louvu, man. Frankie Louvu is everywhere on the field, deflecting passes, harassing people, man. I mean, when he's blitzing, he's able to roam and do his thing. Man, he's phenomenal baller. A sack for Frankie Louvu today. Few solo tackles, not too many. But like I said, pass deflections and everything like that. Payne got a sack today, a half a sack. Cleveland Farrell got a half a sack. You know, look, man, the defense will have a bye week. The offense will have a bye week. The coaches can regroup, get this for this 4-game stretch we got left. Marshawn Lattimore should be ready to go after that bye week to face his former team in New Orleans. I think, man, this is the perfect time for us to, you know, win 3 out of these last 4. Hopefully we can just go 4-0. You never know. And end up, 12-5. You know what I'm saying? Rolling into the playoffs. But at the same token, this is a perfect time for the Commanders to get healthy, re-energized, get their bodies together, get their mindsets together for a long run. Because moving forward, like I said, they got the Saints, you know, coming off the bye. They got the Eagles, which is a game that I definitely want to get. Then we got the Falcons, who are reeling. The Falcons aren't they like terrible on defense. And then you're in the season with Dallas. So I could easily see us going 3-1. But at the same time, I could see us beating Philly too. Philly's playing good. I know we always play them tough. Them games can go either way sometimes. Philly is hot. Like I said, they went in Baltimore and beat Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and company in their home turf. As far as the division goes, the Commanders still got the most points. We almost had 400 points, 376 points. You know, it's the perfect time for us to just get healthy on this bye week, man. But overall, with a good performance versus a mediocre, bad team for the most part, that's what you're supposed to do. Take care of home field advantage and get the dub, you know. And we got a tough one in New Orleans. You know, the Superdome gonna be what it's gonna be, and we just gotta make it do what it do, man. But watch the Commanders get the W. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Till the next time.